Thieves, often preying on negligent gun owners, stole more than 1,000 guns from cars in Charlotte last year alone, a 36% increase from 2020. And some of those guns ended up in the hands of high school students, but lax state laws mean irresponsible gun owners are rarely held responsible. Tonight, a North Carolina lawmaker says he hopes to change that. Nate Morbido is seeking solutions.
Police say the current law prevents them from filing criminal charges in most cases. Records show the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has cited or charged just 12 people with failure to secure a gun to protect a child from 2016 through September 2021.
Really, we want people to take their guns out of their cars.
Police keep talking.
Everyone thinks that they're not going to be a victim.
But the rising number of guns stolen from cars suggests not enough gun owners are listening.
North Carolina's law has a long way to go.
Representative Terry Brown, a gun owner and attorney, says it's time to move from words to action.
It's not an attack on gun owners. It's making sure that we're protecting our community.
North Carolina law requires people to secure their guns, but it only applies to gun owners who live in the same home as someone 17 or younger. And police can only rely on that law in certain instances, like when a gun's brought on campus, or more commonly, when one's used to hurt someone.
The current law as it stands, is it strong enough?
Right now, I'm not sure that Class 1 misdemeanor is doing the trick.
The punishment ranges from no jail time to 4 months behind bars.
Usually, when there has been some act of violence where a child is involved, we may not necessarily be thinking about that Class 1 misdemeanor as the first priority.
Mecklenburg County District Attorney Spencer Merriweather knows it's rare for police to charge gun owners. He says that's generally because of a lack of evidence or clear witness statements, often from children.
It requires digging into the facts to make sure that the people who are charged with this are people who are actually culpable of offense, who could have and should have done more to secure those weapons.
For example, CMPD charged someone with failure to secure a gun to protect a child in August 2021 after a child accidentally shot and injured a 3-year-old. Police seized unsecured guns from the home. CMPD hasn't filed the charge in any of the cases where guns ended up on CMS campuses this school year, including the few cases where guns originated in homes. An agency spokesperson said based on his review, it wouldn't have been appropriate to file failure to secure a firearm charges in those cases. As for guns stolen from cars, including several that ended up at schools, CMPD said in most cases there is not a law that applies, since that failure to secure law mainly covers guns in homes.
It really doesn't require safe storage. It just imposes liability under very specific circumstances.
Allison Anderman calls North Carolina's law weak. She's senior counsel for the Giffords Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, and she would like to see more states mandate safe storage in cars.
When states lack the will to enact effective and reasonable gun policies, it's very disappointing and discouraging.
California passed that kind of law several years ago. And while its overall impact is unknown, data from the Oakland Police Department show a decline in auto burglary gun thefts in recent years.
I'm hopeful that we'll have a whole array of options.
Merriweather says he will support any laws that promote gun safety.
It's something I definitely want to work on with my colleagues in the General Assembly.
Representative Brown says he wants to see a safe storage in cars law in North Carolina.
I think there is an appetite for it.
The National Rifle Association did not respond to our request for comment for this story. But as far as safe storage of guns goes, the NRA recommends people invest in a discreet lockbox just for their cars. Nate Morbido, WCNC Charlotte.